everybody, welcome to my spirit art video. This video is about a mad scientist who was doing experiments on squid. It's kind of a sad story, but I'll start by showing you the face of the scientist. So here's his face right here, his eyes, his eyebrow, forehead, nose, mustache, lip, chin, and neck. This is his hair. It kind of has like a receding hairline. I first started drawing it like this, and these two squids came in, and this one was grabbing something, and I couldn't tell what or why this squid was grabbing anything at all. I thought maybe this was like a metaphor for a demon or something with a horn, but it turns out that this is actually a cow. And even before I saw this cow, I did see like cow heads or like a cow skull type of pattern just throughout, almost like a background pattern, like many throughout the back. And I didn't draw them in because I didn't quite understand what was going on. And like, this is just another random image, I thought, but I did draw this one, and it became clear that this was an actual cow, as were the cow heads. They're actually cow heads that were dropped into the water. And the reason that they were dropped into the water, and I mean water as I mean the open ocean, there was an area of the ocean that the scientists were using. They're dropping these live animals into the ocean to see how the squid would react. And the expectation was that the squid was going to attack these intruders that were in their territory. And these squid were actually trying to save. They're actually trying to save the cattle that were being thrown in the water. And so, like I said, some of the cows were already dead because just the cow heads were thrown in the water, and then some were thrown in as completely living whole animals. And like this one here was alive in the water, and this squid is literally trying to save it. And I don't think that the squid were successful at saving the animals. But another reason that the scientists thought that the squids were going to attack or behave aggressively against the cattle is that they were being bombarded energetically with some sort of like frequency, or some sort of like lasers or a microwave. Some sort of frequency was being, maybe it was sonar, some sort of frequency was being beamed in the area with like laser-like precision to kind of either agitate the squid, or maybe it was to kill the cattle more quickly. But basically they're disrupting the living area and the territory of these squid, and hoping that they were going to attack, maybe even become cannibalistic. Like, I don't know if squid eat each other, but they thought that the squid were going to react in a way that was less humane than their normal behavior. And so obviously this was quite gruesome, and the squid thought it was very gruesome. That's why they came in first. They were actually the ones who were bringing me this story. They thought it was horrendous, and they thought that this experiment was absolute animal cruelty and very horrendous. And I mean, I've never heard of anything like this before, and it's just quite heartbreaking. Now, the scientist, you can see here, and I did get some information about him. So I believe that he was working during the 70s, maybe 80s, but I'll stick with the 70s on this. And I believe his last name started with a W, and another name came up, Campbell. So the name Campbell. So I thought, what if his name was like Campbell Washington, or Washington Campbell, or Campbell W, I don't know, something along these lines. And he is not regretful. He did this, he quite plainly said he did it to make a name for himself. And I have never heard of a scientist that dropped cows in the ocean, so I don't actually know if he was that successful, because it sounded just like what he was doing was extremely gruesome and disgusting, rather than something that he was proud, that he should be proud of. But he was proud, and he was not re- remorseful, not that I could see. So he did it because he was going to become famous. He's going to make a name for himself. He did kind of look like Benjamin Franklin, like the idea with the little tiny glasses. So you can see his small glasses right here. He just had this kind of like very erudite Benjamin Franklin look, and he was very smart, but it was just kind of like his experiments were just kind of gross and cruel. And I did see a lot of books, like he did read a lot of books, but what he was reading was a lot of scientific garbage. That's what he was reading. I also believe that he was not white, so he was either mixed race or he was some other he or he could have been like from Caribbean descent, but he lived and worked as a scientist within the United States, or at least that's what I was getting. Yeah, if this is familiar to you, if you know like what is going on here in this particular experiment, then this is your reading. So please reach out. Also, this weekend I will be giving readings at Serenity Rock / Halos Holistic Healing Center. So I hope to see you there. I hope you liked my video. Bye.